fastest motorcycles in the world are drag racers, and the fastest dragsters are the top fuel racers. These machines clock speeds of over 320 kilometers per hour in just 350 meters. And it takes a special kind of rider to tame one of these beasts.
I'm Tony Lang, 1995-96 Pro Star Top Fuel Champion.
Tony Lang is the fastest drag racer in the world. He's won the 400-meter race in just 6.08 seconds. That's traveling at an incredible 381 kilometers an hour. This bike is all about power. Its engine is a 1407cc Puma Yamaha, supercharged on nitromethane, generating over 1,100 brake horsepower. That's twice as much as an Indy car. It's one of the most extreme motorcycles in the world. Tony has come to Richmond, Virginia to compete in the AMA Pro Star competition. His main rival is Larry Spider-Man McBride.
We just run last week in Columbus, Ohio, did real good. Tony Lang beat me in the finals. He run a 47, I run a 48. And of course this weekend here, the heat's just treacherous. It's kind of a tuner's race. It's not really who's got more horsepower, it's who can control the horsepower we have out here on this hot day.
On day one, the riders have 3 runs to get a feel of the track and to qualify for the finals the next day. It's the ultimate test of man and machine. One mistake at 370 kilometers per hour means certain death. Tony's bike runs on top fuel or nitromethane to generate the maximum power possible from his engine. But because it's such an explosive fuel, the engine must first be primed with gasoline. Start it with nitro and the engine would explode. John then pushes his bike out to the grid for the burnout. This is essential before a good run. The giant 80-centimeter back wheel is spun on the track with the front brake held on. This heats up the tire to over 60 degrees Celsius, the optimum operating temperature. It also lays a fresh layer of rubber on the track to improve grip. Once the lights change, he opens the throttle. He accelerates to over 160 kilometers per hour in under 3 seconds, almost pushing him back off the bike.
When I leave the starting line, as soon as I hit the throttle wide open, if the bike starts to veer more towards the right, then I lean to the left a little bit by shifting my weight on my foot pegs. Our front tire is in the air, so we really can't steer with the front tire. Everybody thinks going the speed is the scary part, but trying to get the bike stopped is really the scary part, because the bike, once it loads off, the rear tire turns into a rubber band, has a tendency to start bouncing, and it can really move you around and get airborne.
And that's exactly what happened to a rider at Santa Pod in the UK 3 years ago. On Tony's second run, disaster strikes. Just after the start, the engine blew a gasket, spewing oil onto the track.
We tried to make some minor adjustments and hope it will be ready to go here for this next round.
Those minor adjustments meant rebuilding the engine from scratch in just 2 hours. As night fell, other top fuelers raced their third and final qualifying runs. Larry McBride's bike was performing well, but would Tony Lang's bike stand the strain? This run went well. The front wheel stayed in the air for the first 300 meters, pushing all the power from the back wheel onto the track. It was the fastest run of the day.
We're just pleased that we've got a good run to tune by now. We're in good shape for tomorrow. We qualified first. We're very happy with the run. I think we've got some direction to go now.
But there was a long night ahead, getting the bike ready for the finals. It's race day, time for one-on-one, machine against machine. Tony and Larry's bikes performed well all day. They both reached the final. The final is a head-to-head between Tony and Larry. As last-minute checks are made on the bikes, the riders prepare themselves for the contest. Gets a dream start and powers away with his front wheel in the air and beats Larry by over 30 meters.
Yeah, real good. It feels like, we had a hard day yesterday, but it all paid off today, so we're very happy with it. It left good and really wasn't all that difficult for him to ride. At the same time, I kind of got an eye on Larry's bike to see what happened there, and I seen smoke come off his tire, and I knew right away we were there.
Great. When I hit the throttle and it sets back and I don't feel the front end come back down and the front tire's in the air for 1,100 feet, I know we're on a good path.
I'm tired, but I'm happy, that's, I guess the work paid off, and that's what it's all about.